that brings us to our next point, which is exactly describing what the hell is going on, but from the perspective of a bronze player. Now, this is Explain Like I'm Gold. It's a segment that we do on this show, which some people have pointed out that maybe we thought that gold players did not know or knew more than we had thought before. So that's why we're changing it now to Explain Like I'm Bronze. So there you go, guys. You were offended. Now we're just trashing on bronze people. All right, you got what you wanted.
What do we got?
So we are explaining the advantages of blue side versus red, which I think is, we can just start with the draft, right? Like, what does it mean to be blue side? What does it mean to be red side? So blue side, obviously, you got first pick. You get the first dibs on usually the most broken champion. So that's usually the priority on blue side. Whereas on red side, you get counter pick, which just means that you can tweak your matchup to hopefully have a favorable lane or matchup to have pressure on and just kind of snowball the game. Any other advantages that stick out to you guys before we dive into the maps and the actual terrain?
I think for blue side right now, there's too many OPs that don't really have counters. You know, like Ornn, not really many counters. Like you said, it's like these counters, but like blue side, I feel like has the more OP first pick.
So blue side is stronger based on the strength of the OPs.
Yeah. Unless you're not banning any of these OPs, like, you know, you're willing to trade. You know, that's when red is better. Like your APHELIOS is up, maybe like Set. And you're like, they first pick Ornn, you take both APHELIOS and Set or something like that. That's the only way I think red side is better, or unless you have a really good counter pick in mind that like can just be anything, like a solo lane. I don't know, that can be like, you know, Set, Ornn, whatever it is, APHELIOS even, like anything. I think that's good. But if everything is taken out, like all these OPs are taken out and people just pick Aatrox.
No value in being first pick.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, yeah, so that's a good way to look at the champion. Anything that sticks out to you, Saber, before we go into the map terrain?
Wait, are we just talking?
Higher? Oh no, you go.
What's going on?
Are we just thinking about like champ select wise?
No. We're gonna go into the map and be what's the advantage of blue versus red?
Okay. Yeah, true.
I was gonna say for like champ select and like the higher elo lobbies, someone's like, hey, I want top like counter pick. So everyone's like picking it, and he gets his like favorite matchup, and he just wins the game from there, right? So I think for SOLOQ, for red side, that's like what most people are looking at. Like, I want the counter pick mid, or I want the counter pick top, or something like that. Or no one says anything.
Actually, you got another really good point out of that, which is in SOLOQ, you can use blue side to steal one tricks from your opponent as well. So if you know that you're up against a one trick, you can just snatch it away and you don't have to ban it.
Don't do it. That's how you get dodges for 30 minutes straight.
I'm a first pick Caitlyn from here on.
Wins come at any cost. All right, so let's go into the actual map as well. So, I mean, there's a ton of things because I think a lot of them are dependent on the champions that you're playing right now. So I'll just throw some examples out how it's easier to control the blue side area for the Baron on blue side than it is on red side for the Baron control, because the red jungle is a bit of a mess. If you are playing blue side Rek'Sai, it's a big deal to gank bottom. Like, bot lane is really in danger from that lane.
Yeah.
But bot lane on red side is inherently safer because you don't have the little island behind you. So conversely, in the top lane, if you're playing top lane against if you're blue side top lane against a Rek'Sai on red, you're going to get ganked from behind in the same way that the Rek'Sai could on blue side. So that's where my head goes to when it comes to these differences in some lanes. How about you guys?
For whatever, I feel like red side, I'd rather, in SOLOQ at least, I'd rather be blue side because junglers are usually always starting red. You know, you barely see junglers start blue buff, you know, and you have to leash. So they're always pathing to your lane, and I like that. And then for red side, it's like every single game is like predictable. It's like the same thing, you know, enemy junglers start red, they path to your lane. They're definitely going to look to level 3 gank you. Yeah. So like that's something I have to keep in mind. So for me, it's like two different games, and they're always predictable. You know, they're always like the exact same games where you're going to get level 3 ganked if you play aggressive, or you just won't.
Right, you just know the jungle route and how it affects your own lane.
Yeah.
Usually
it's like that.
So I guess for you, Saber, you'd rather be red side as AD, because if you're against blue and assuming that the jungler starts red, they'll just finish and gank top and you have even more time? Or do you prefer blue side?
I actually don't have a preference. I just win lane anyways, right?
Oh,
So you don't need a preference if you just always win.
okay. So why weren't you doing that before, Viper? Just win lane.
Yeah, you just win. Just
I think the
2v1
big one
with
is
the
Rek'Sai
jungle
though,
calls.
like you said. Like red side red side Rek'Sai is like unplayable for bot lane. So you have to like do some insane wording or like
Wait,
figure out where
red
Rek'Sai
side,
is at all
Rek'Sai.
times.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean,
It's coming in
Like
from
if they're-
behind, you're just
oh,
like, oh, if it works, you guys just lose.
right, because
Like,
she can
yeah.
start. She starts like if she's blue side, she starts the red side, and clears it faster than any other red side can clear, and then still ganks behind you by the time
Like we're saying, if the right side is blue side.
yeah. And like she ganks behind you level 3,
Yeah,
and you're
yeah.
barely level 2.
Yeah,
Like there's
so
a chance you can get zoned and be level 1 still waiting for the wave.
Yeah, it makes sense.
yeah.
Just 3v2, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, you're right, dude. Just 2v3 then. Easy.
What about barons and dragons? I mean, I think it's easier to defend baron on red and easier to attack it on blue, just from the terrain. Like you can just defend from the back of the red side versus you just have a direct access to the blue side route. But for dragon, do you guys feel like one side has a particular advantage?
Well, I don't know exactly what it is, but the blue side is just shaped better. You know, it's like it just feels to me like you have more advantages map wise. You know, you can like control a river better. I feel like on blue side you can. I don't know. Like when I'm blue, it's like I could walk in more freely. When I'm red, I have to like
So I think I can put it exactly into detail what it is. So let's look at the top lane map and the ramp to red, to the red side. If you're blue, you have that banana to defend yourself, which is a lot safer than the same one on blue side from red side, where like that angle feels way more dangerous because it's into the river, whereas the other one comes way closer to your turret.
Yeah.
No, exactly. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, I mean these are a lot of things for bronze players to digest. I mean, we just gave them
Go blue
some
always.
real serious
I think
information.
I think the big one that sticks out to me in solo queue is if you're blue side in solo queue and the enemy team like does a Baron throw, it's so easy to just like walk up and just like stand there and kill everyone when they're trying to do the Baron, right? Versus like if the sides are flipped and you're a red side and they start the Baron throw, you guys actually like sometimes can't even get in.
Yeah, right. Okay, so
Yeah,
Baron's
yeah.
definitely a lot easier for blue side.
Yeah, Baron throw is like the biggest one in solo queue, I think. So
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, because I mean,
Yeah.
if you have an AOE, it's a lot harder to get them into the, because you're starting from the back, so they'll just funnel out. Whereas if you're on blue side and you catch them on the pit, they're not running away.
Kick it out. And they all die. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that sounds like fun. I want to be in that situation again. Okay. I mean, I think that's pretty good for that. We have a segment that is gonna try op.gg reviews. All right, that's what we're doing. So comment below your summoner names, and we'll roast you on the next episode. NA only. No, we want all skill levels. We're not gonna just roast you. We're gonna look at your op.gg and figure out what's working for you, what's not. Do you guys use op.gg?
Oh, every day, dude.
Yeah, always.
For what?
Well, not always actually, but like whenever I see somewhere random I've never seen before, or even someone I usually play with, I just want to see their match history, see what they're up to, see if they play at least, suggest the least that
Right.
are there,
Okay. So you love playing with the Elise.
Yeah.
Like that's your favorite jungler to have.
Yeah, I love playing with Elise for sure. Or like Sejuani, just anything with CC that path is top lane. I like that.
That loves to gank top. I mean, do you like playing with Talia as well?
Talia's pretty good too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Talia's a good diver, like anything that can dive early or not. Yeah, anything.
Do you think a Talia jungle could make it to rank 1 just like an Echo jungle if they're really good? I feel like the champion has what it takes.
I think it's too high execution of a champ, like you have to
Be
get
good.
kills early.
You have to be really good.
You have to be really good and get kills early, like always, or if you like don't get kills early, I feel like it's like other champs are better. Like Lee Sin against Talia, Lee Sin will always one shot the Talia before the Talia can do much, I feel like.
Yeah.
Unless you get like a lucky kill early, or it's too reliant on lanes, I think. Talia jungle. You need
Okay.
like CC for your lanes. You need to like be able to level 3 gank, get that off, or level 1 invade and get kills or something.
All right, so we're gonna need to see some Talia duo Qs instead of a solo Q for that.
Talia Pantheon.
But Echo,
Yeah.
dude, like for Echo, like you don't need that. You know, you can do that on your own. You can do everything on your own. You have your own CC. You can never die. So
Doesn't it feel kind of weird though that everyone's just playing the champions that get new skins? Like it feels too on the nose for me now, where it's like, yeah, I get it. There's a music video to Echo, but I don't want to play him anymore. I'm done. Like, give me a new song or a new skin.
yeah, it's true.
All right.
Riot knows what's up, man.